Today we are going to be replacing the Endlinks. I got a message last night on YouTube from Brian Ticketfriend who says, "More videos please, rawr, 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 more videos." So I'm going to go ahead and replace the Endlinks. I have a prior video on replacing and removing the Endlinks with ND28 in the junkyard and then reinstalling the Endlinks, but I never actually installed the Endlinks because I ran into a problem, which was I didn't have my new Endlinks or something like that. So today we will be going ahead and reinstalling them. Here's the model number for that. Well, unless you're really, really fat like me, you can probably just slide under the rear and get to the Endlinks. You might have to jack up the car if you're kind of a bigger guy. I still think I can probably slide under there. Alright, now some tools that you will need for this job are going to be a hex key socket that fits inside of here, 5mm hex key, and you can buy either a hex key on a socket or a hex set, and this one happens to go onto a 1/4-inch breaker bar. Now you can use this kind of hex key set. You can use this to remove the Endlinks, but you cannot use this to install because it just puts way too much torque, too much lateral force going that way on this, and it will probably end up breaking it. So you're going to need to get yourself a set of hex key sockets. You can buy these in 3/8 inch or 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, whatever type of breaker bar that you have, because you have to use this in conjunction with a wrench. And what size wrench was that? The stock OEM ones are 14, but some aftermarkets might be 15mm. And the reason that you need a hex key and a wrench is because this little hex key, this whole entire shaft here, spins inside of this housing here. This housing is packed full of grease, and this whole entire thing will spin. So you need the hex key in order to hold this screw or nut while you screw this down. So this nut has to go around the outside of the thread while the center shaft is being held in place by the hex key socket. I hope that makes sense.
That's how it's supposed to go. That's why I couldn't install mine. I was trying to put them on the other side. You see how this is on the outside? And you see how I had it before on the inside?
Yeah, I figured they go on the inside.
Yeah, I had it backwards.
So is that the mistake that you made on your car?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna...
This needs to go on real tight. Well, just snug. There we go. There we go. Done.
While you have the opportunity, you get your swaybar bushings and you lube those up with silicone grease. You do not use packing grease. You do not use any petroleum-based grease because they're rubber bushings and it'll eat away at the rubber. You have to use silicone grease on the swaybar bushings. Okay, so when you get your lube and you lube it up, you lube up the inside diameter as well as the outside that is going to go between the metal and the rubber. You can see how nice that lubed up that is, and that's ready to be reinstalled. And that's how you lube up a swaybar bushing. When you install your Endlinks, make sure that this little tab will overhang a little bit, and that's what keeps your kind of like a rock shield for your Endlinks, so that nothing comes up and beats on it. This little thing here, and there's a little tab at the top there. Make sure that that's aligned that way, and you just run them down, and then after that, your sway bar should be real tight. I mean, that thing is not going anywhere. It feels like a piece of the frame, which is what it's supposed to do. And that's how you install your sway bar Endlinks and your bushings. Cool.